I assume one or both of you have quit your day jobs or have cut your hours significantly, so you can manage and run a successful ongoing business, work on the podcast, create content, work out, and have a few minutes left in the day to relax. Seriously, how do you manage all of it?
Do we have a few minutes to relax?
We don't relax that much. I don't think I've made this a secret. I took some time off at the start of the pandemic, thinking
but not because of the pandemic.
No,
right?
it was a coincidence, and it kind of threw my plans. Anyway, I haven't been at work for quite a few months now. I'm going to go back to work next month.
Is it next month?
Yeah, on a part-time basis. Mm-hmm. And I think moving forward, working part-time for the government is the way of making this work. I almost wish they could just give me a demotion too. So like I didn't have quite the same level of responsibility. Like could you just pay me a little less so I have a little bit less responsibility? How are you feeling, Chris? You've still been working.
I have still been working, and I've always get questions on my Snapchat. Are you still working for the government? And I think that's because people aren't seeing my office because we're not physically there. Yeah. So I am still working on a part-time basis at my same crime statistics job. Both of us have been part-time for a while now, though. Like we've reduced our hours. I guess like part-time is a weird word to use because we're still permanent employees, but we've reduced our hours. So that's kind of how it's looked at in the public sector anyways. But people think I've just like quit because there's no videos of my nails in the elevator, or there's no like me at my desk like taking weird snaps, or the fire alarm going off that I used to Snapchat. Yeah. But yeah, we are working from home, and that seems to be the future for the time being, for now, for any government workers, at least where I am.
It seems pretty unlikely that people will be going back into the office at all in 2021. With like some very few exceptions of very essential things that have to be done in a workplace, maybe. Yeah,
and some people love that because maybe they've enjoyed staying home, not having to travel in the winter. Like that's been great for some people, not having to take the transit in a snowstorm. But for other people who have families at home or who run other things out of their house like me, it is very difficult personally. I would much rather be in my office, which is one of the main reasons I've said before that I really like my job, is because I like the switch of, doing my nail stuff and my silly videos at home and then going to a professional corporate office and putting in my analytical work. Now I don't have a professional corporate office. I'm just doing it at my desk. Yeah, and that's full of nail polish.
Yeah, and I don't think you're alone in how challenging that's been, right? A lot of people have trouble. A lot of people don't want to work their job from their, as much as it sounds convenient to be able to work from home, I think a lot of people are finding that to be very challenging because they really associate their space with what they do.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think our attitude over time has also sort of changed on, like, we're proud of the fact that we've maintained regular jobs. And especially for you, I think it's not lost on us that you've been a role model of someone who, can be goofy YouTuber, but also have the serious professional career. So there is a little pressure in that regard, I guess, because it's really hard to juggle all of those things and give the right amount of attention to all those things.
Yeah.
So like in a perfect world, like taking this year off from the government has been really great for me and has allowed us to catch up on a lot of stuff we should have been doing, just like on a personal level too.
And run this podcast.
And running a lot of things, right? And I guess we just didn't know how long internet stuff would last when this first sort of happened too. Like in a perfect world, we would be more focused on internet stuff now and, more focused on government serious career later on, maybe,
and kind of go back to it. Kind of see, always thought maybe it'd be the same pattern as people who go on maternity leave or have a number of kids, so they're kind of like take some time off, start their family, and then they go back to work. And that's kind of how I thought maybe my internet career and public sector work balance would play out. Like maybe I'd reduce my hours significantly, take a bit of time off, be at the height of my internet career, and then my internet career would kind of fade out. But it's been 6 years of internet career, five to 6 years. So it hasn't really happened the way I thought it was, which I guess is a good thing. Like, we are grateful. I am grateful that I'm still here on the internet and people still want to watch me. But it was just unpredictable, I guess. It's hard to say. And it is a lot of work. And I know for sure, and I can admit that it is not sustainable to, like, for the rest of my life, I'm saying. Like, for now, I can deal. But I'm 32 years old. I don't know how much longer I can continue to do multiple channels, all these promotions, Hollow Taco, working on my government stuff part-time as well. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to let you guys think like it's no problem. I'm fine.
As much as we said, like, that example of, being able to do those multiple things is good, and you've been a role model in that sense. We also don't want to be a role model of just like working yourself to death or overworking, and how, like, Western culture seems to, I think there's too much emphasis on just work and like hard work. And isn't it great when you see like an old person working? And I'm thinking just like no, like, you need a balance in your life. Life shouldn't be working 80 hours a week. Life should be a little bit about vacations too.
Maybe. Yes, Ben.
All right, that's a work in progress. Next question from Sarah Mahoney. I assume you will work for Statistics Canada until you're tired of being present on social media. Then you will retire from both and then forever be on vacation. I guess we just sort of touched on this, right? It's almost the opposite. It's if we could just devote more attention to internet stuff now, and I think we see more of a doing StatCan and government work
Like,
as still fulfilling and stuff we could do in our 30s or 40s, I guess.
how old are we? Like, what do you see yourself doing when you're 48?
I think I see myself on a beach.
Okay, Ben. But like, I'm probably not making, simply Nailogical videos at my desk reacting to things when I'm 48. I mean, who knows? Like, I also don't want to say never. But I foresee myself just being a little more quiet and reverting back to the desk Cristine.
Oh, dear.
And maybe that's not just government work. Maybe it's more like Hollow Taco brand stuff, but a bit more behind the scenes, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Like,
Who knows?
We don't have to decide.
Yeah, we don't have to
That's the
decide.
beautiful thing. Yeah, and that's a liberating, that is the luxury we have. And the thing I feel the most fortunate in life, due to the financial success from being on the internet, is that when we do make these decisions, we know they're making them because we just get to decide what we want to do, not out of financial necessity.
Yeah, and not out of greed, just out of what we actually want.
Yeah.